Thanks for playing. Okay. So, now it's time for the Hercule Grinding Hour. Where we grind the game with Hercule, and then we unlock the alternate ending. Thank goodness we only have to grind 10 levels. And it shouldn't take too long. And it doesn't cost that much energy to use either. He has a lot of energy, as a matter of fact. Okay, bird. The last 5 levels are the most painful. The last 5 levels of leveling up are the most painful. They take a lot of experience to give. Or to achieve. Then again, maybe this isn't a very good grinding spot and I'm just a moron. You never know. Yeah. I like his run animation too, just that fucking face. I think what makes Hercule so slow to grind is that he not only doesn't have a super form, but even worse, he doesn't have a lot of power. He does not have a lot of strength because he's a mere human. And obviously he's a joke character. Well, oh god, he's only level 42. Why? He even leaves little dust clouds when he runs. Oh yeah, I forgot about this Triceratops. Remember to take on as many Triceratops as you can in your struggle to become the World Martial Arts Champion that the world deserves. He has no idle animation. This crazy asshole. He has no idle animation. By the way, epilepsy warning. There's a lot of flash photography going on in this episode. He could have had 6 higher strength had I not given all those strength capsules to Vegeta. God damn it. Also, I'm being inefficient right now with my experience points. And I've had a lot of this music. Spending a couple hours grinding each character to level 50. 2 hours per character, by the way. That wasn't that long. It was at least an hour. It was definitely not the most advantageous thing to ever do. And I think the worst part is it's because I was being extremely inefficient with my route of getting experience in this area. You see, you hit them first, and then you go over here, hit the area, and then while you're going back to the other Triceratops, you get more experience points this way. Unfortunately, he's still Hercule, so you're gonna have to wait a really long time. Fortunately, I can do this. Perfect. And then I can probably do this. That's a lot of experience right there. Okay. If only Hercule wasn't so terrible to level up. I wonder if he'll actually go through the gate. Doesn't look like it. Well. Let's see, what stories to pass the time? There's not even anything fun to say. Like, that's it. All fun and games are done. Now there's only grinding and Hercule.
Did you talk about DC when you talked about the heroes and villains?
Jesus Christ, I forgot you were there. Okay, when does DC do their whole... The only reason that people come to Earth and try to destroy it is because I'm here to challenge them.
Well, yeah, with Superman.
When, though?
People
When did
from
he do
his
that?
own planet.
Huh?
When people from his own planet came over to Earth. The second Superman, or Superman Returns?
Yeah. Yeah, kneel before Zod. But Zod was already on his way to Earth to conquer it, right? Like, he didn't come to Earth specifically for Superman.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's what I'm saying with the whole... villains are only here because we're here to challenge them logic. Like, no matter what, unless a villain's specific goal is to challenge those heroes... Oh, damn it, I did my inefficient grinding again. But yeah, unless a villain's specific goal is killing the hero, no matter what, the villain doesn't get challenged by the hero doesn't get challenged by the villain just for that challenge.
Well, if you do the reverse role, though, Batman became him because, there was villains already in the area.
Yeah, and he wanted to get
like,
rid of them. That was a specific... That was a specific thing. If anything, the heroes rise because there are villains. The villains do not rise because there are heroes. And the villains do not have the specific goal of taking down the heroes. No, the heroes have the specific goal of taking down the villain.
Yeah. And when it comes to all that time travel, who knows who started what with Doctor Who?
Exactly. Doctor Who rose because there was evil that needed to be stopped. Actually, not true. The first Doctor's TARDIS was very unreliable and was kind of prone to sending him where the fuck ever it wanted to go. So I can't say that about Doctor Who. I can't say that about New Who either, because I don't know. I don't know how the Doctor's goes. You know what? I'm gonna lower the audio just a tiny bit here before we get onto the main, because that audio is very, very. I don't like it. Oh, and I could put on actual music while this is going on. But yeah, so okay, come on, let's keep talking this. Oh, that's right, you're at work and can't keep talking this, so therefore I went by default. Even though it's not a competition. Alright, let's play all. Let's turn that audio all the way down. And then be right back.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I was just informed that basically half the block is out of power.
Okay, now I'm back. Oh, what is this? 3 messages. Oh. Okay, if you're here now for it. Um... What is this? Okay, there we go. Anyway, so the thing about Doctor Who is, the first Doctor's TARDIS was unreliable, and was just prone to sending him wherever. I don't know about any other Doctor. I don't know what their TARDIS uses. Like, I don't know what determines where their TARDIS sends them. Do they do it themselves? Do they just... do they know instinctively where stuff is wrong, and then do they go there?
Well, yeah, there's episodes like that, but there's times when Earth has been attacked by, like, Daleks and Cybermen and even the Master, and, I mean, there's times like that where they're specifically going after things that the Doctor liked, which is Earth.
You see, now that's alright. That's an alright time to use the whole, villain is going after the hero logic. Because they were.
But at the same time, depending on where the time frame is in their timeline of the villains, you don't know when the Doctor met them, if they were necessarily villains before he met them in that timeline because of timey-wimey stuff.
Well, it sounded like with the Master, you showed me the end of time.
Yeah, that's one instance where he was attacking the Earth.
Yeah, and the thing is, they were attacking the Earth because they were assholes. They weren't attacking the Earth specifically to get to the Doctor. The Doctor just happened to be in their way.
In that episode, yeah.
So, that, again, it reinforces my, my thing of, it's a terrible logic. In Vision was like, in recent, I forget which movie it was, but he's like, in my statistics or something like that, statistical analysis does state that the number of Earth-threatening threats, or something like that, has increased since the Avengers existed. But again, it's completely discounting that these threats existed before the Avengers, specifically. And that's the thing, is in a lot of stories, the villains exist prior to the hero. In Batman, you have the origin story of Bruce Wayne, and becoming Batman because some asshole shot his parents. Now, Bruce Wayne didn't become Batman and then some asshole then shot his parents. No, it doesn't work like that. There was already a villain that was there. The villain came before the hero. In Vision's sake, I forget, I think it was in Iron Man, I think it was. The first, Jebediah, somebody played by Jeff Bridges, I think. He was already gonna do his shit before Iron Man came around. Okay, he was already, I think it was Jebediah Stone. But either way, he was gonna do his douchebaggery even before Iron Man entered the picture. Granted, Jebediah Stone did try to mimic Tony Stark's technology, but if Tony Stark had not invented the technology that he wanted, he would have invented it himself anyway. That's the thing. His goal was to get... I think it was his... It's been, like, years since I've seen Iron Man 1, but His goal
Yeah.
was to create weapons. And he wanted to, I think, beat the Starks. I think he was a competitor or something. Either way, he ends up stealing Tony's design. Now, that's a catalyst for villainy. Yes, I will agree that's a catalyst for villainy, was the fact that Tony Stark did something and created something, did do something as part of the villain's goals and furthered the villain's goals. It's kind of hard to focus because I'm beating people up right now. But
Well, you said you wanted to fill the dead air with something, so.
I did, and it's unfortunately I cannot kill people and focus at the same time. Or I can't kill people and fill in dead air and converse at the same time. Anyway. So, in Age of Ultron, Tony Stark creates Ultron because he wants Ultron to protect Earth. And Ultron, he goes haywire, and he gets Vision's logic that Vision must have used it in Civil War. Because Ultron goes on to state that the Avengers are the biggest threat because of the statistics. But let's look at the pre-existing threats. Loki... Thor kind of created Loki. Okay, Loki's a bad example. Loki kind of did want to get revenge against Thor. Because Thor was, the true heir to the Asgardian throne. And Loki wanted the Asgardian throne. Oh, whoops, almost did my inefficient level grinding again. It's been a while since I've seen any of these movies, so obviously my research is probably not good by now.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you which Marvel movie was my last, but I think it was one of the Spider-Man ones with Andrew Garfield in it.
I haven't even... Oh, well, I did see the first one, yeah. Yeah, I did see the first one of those, because I do remember the Lizard being the villain. But anyway...
Yeah.
That's another thing, Spider-Man, okay?
Well, Green Goblin, no, but Harry Osborn, yes.
Yes, Harry Osborn did want vengeance against Spider-Man. Because he believed...
Didn't realize that was bad guys.
Yeah. But...
Depending on which story you watch of that.
But what happened was... once again, this is the first Thor movie, Loki did send a Sentinel to destroy Thor. Now, where the robot's logic fails is that they're saying threats to Earth, and obviously, Earth was just caught up. Okay? Regardless of Earth being the location, Thor was gonna get some planet's ass dead. Because of, the whole shenanigans that happened in Thor. Now, I haven't seen Thor 2, so I can't speak for Thor 2.
I can't remember that either. I've seen it, but I can't remember.
Sadly, I also don't remember Smallville, so I have no idea about Lex Luthor.
When it came to Lex Luthor, all I knew was he wanted property in every single thing I've ever seen him in.
Yeah, he's lawful evil. He's an evil businessman. That's it.
And that was Superman. He just figured out the thing about the kryptonite, and then that was kind of it. It was like, well, this guy is like ruining my plans. It wasn't really... Yeah. He was going to flood the earth no matter what.
Exactly.
Superman kind of stopped him.
in The Incredible Hulk. The 2008 one with Edward Norton, because that's the only one that exists prior to Mark Ruffalo. Even though I kid, yeah, we all know about the 2004 Eric Bana Hulk. I don't remember it, but I do know of it. It sucks trying to think, because I'm trying to recall events that happened so long ago. And anyway, in the 2008 Hulk, there was the Abomination, played by Mr. Pink. And in that, I mean, the Abomination, he accidentally got the Hulk-infected blood into his veins, and he became the Abomination. And it's because he wanted power or something, or he wanted to destroy and stuff. He didn't want revenge against the Hulk. Like I said, it's difficult trying to remember things of the past, while I'm trying to also focus on beating up bad guys.
I don't know how much help either when it comes to that kind of.
But one thing I do know is, at least for future Avengers villains, Thanos exists. Thanos was gonna wreck shit no matter what. Alright, his quest for the Infinity Gauntlet meant he just wanted power. Hercule's leveling up pretty quickly, luckily. Oh, never mind, wow. It's taken me an hour to level him up. And he's only level 47.
Oh. Well,
47 out of
you're
50.
halfway there. Yeah, about halfway there. Over half.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm still sad about this rum. Because the rum smells and tastes like whiskey. So it's reminding me of the time that I almost died.
Aw.
And now I'm just like, I think I might have to stick with clear liquors.
I think the reason why that's the rum that's in the oak barrel, right? Or was made in the oak barrel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same way bourbon whiskey's made, so that's probably why.
I was about to ask where the fuck the other Triceratops was, and then I remembered that I killed it.
Did you try putting the rum in Coke?
I don't want to try it.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any Coke, but
Okay.
it might also, because I know that there's clear rum.
Yeah. Bacardi's normally clear.
Well, this is Oakard, and it's not clear.
Yeah.
It's a colored, it's a golden liquor, and I'm starting to think that color might actually have kind of a play into it.
Psychologically, or?
No, because the gin doesn't taste like whiskey. The gin, to me, kind of tastes like Satan's
food
piss.
dye into the gin.
No. The food dye, no. Food dye wouldn't change anything. I do know.
You saw that thing of Adam's Room and everything where it was red wine versus white wine, and all they did was put red food coloring in the white wine.
Yeah, but no, there's a distinct taste difference.
Okay.
Like gin tastes like, gin smells like alcohol, like rubbing alcohol.
Ew.
Yeah, and it tastes like Satan's asshole.
I bet you like gin.
I do like gin, but Needless to say, for someone who has not gotten accustomed to the taste of gin, it is absolutely terrible.
It tastes like Satan's asshole. I actually do like gin.
Hey, you don't. I mean, there are some things I did prior to meeting you.
Yeah, but to describe a drink like that and saying you actually like it, even though that's how you describe it, is just what?
Oh, trust me, when I first tasted gin, though, it was absolutely terrible. To someone who's not accustomed to gin, having that first sip of gin is just a terrible, terrible experience.
Not only that, but gin's not exactly a straight up drink. You're supposed to mix it, just like vodka, unless you're Russian.
Yeah, I was about to say, Russians don't mix vodka.
Vodka is soft drink.
Yeah. I know beer's
Actually,
a soft. I know beer's a soft drink in Russia.
Yeah. Kids are allowed to actually drink it. It's like, what?
That might explain the Soviet Union.
Hmm.
That might also explain all of, insecurities that... Yeah, that might explain Putin's little insecurities. I need to stop getting hit by these Triceratops. Hercule does not have that much HP. I think he ends up with less than 1,000 HP at his max level.
Isn't everybody else like over 2,000?
Everyone except Gohan and Piccolo.
Oh, okay.
But they're still over 1,500, so...
Mm.
But they're also, superhuman beings.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hercule is, actually human. Yeah, I'm just saying, it's stupid logic. Yeah, he has very terrible power levels all across the board. Because he's Hercule.
What do you expect? He doesn't actually do anything of this stuff he says.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun, though. Like I said, the final level 50 gate we have to unlock is his. And honestly, if you unlock this gate, it's bragging rights of reward completely. Also, I don't know. I just think too logically with things.
Now, are we only talking superheroes and villains?
I mean, we can do anything, really.
Well, what about Stitch?
He's not a villain. And he's actually a very good example of, yes, the villains did come after Stitch specifically.
That's what I mean. It's like, technically, he was
a
hero.
They didn't attack the Earth, though.
Well, they did crash their ship into a couple of things, but yeah, I guess. And burned down a house.
Yes, but they didn't attack the Earth specifically. Their goal was not Earth just because Stitch was on it. Like, they didn't go,
Okay.
oh, hey, I'm going to destroy Earth because Stitch is here. No, they were just like, our goal is to retrieve Stitch and, be unknown and shit. Like, what else? What else can you challenge me with? Oh, I was almost inefficient again. I gotta stop doing that. But,
Let's see. Going non-superhero with heroes and villains. And of course I'm going Disney. Well, actually, I'm kind of thinking Megamind in a way, but that wasn't. I mean, all he was trying to do was take over the town. He wasn't really taking over the entire planet.
are you talking the stupid pizza delivery boy? Or are you talking, like, actual Megamind?
Like actual Megamind when he was
Okay.
going after Brad Pitt.
Yeah, but he failed at being a villain, so I mean,
Okay.
and also yeah, he did go after what was it, Metro Man? Captain
There's a
Hero?
reason why we kept it Brad Pitt because I don't remember his name.
Captain
I
Hero?
know the other guy was coming.
No, Captain Hero's from Drawn Together. Shit. He did go after that guy though. He did go after the hero because the hero was in his way.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't him going after the hero because of the hero's existence. That
Yeah,
was
it
him
was.
going... Not, like, because the hero existed, though. The hero was doing something to him.
Oh, because he embarrassed him in school and all that.
Oh, really? Oh, well.
Yeah, that's like the first 10. I mean, really, after the first 10 minutes, he's no longer really a major character, so yeah.
Look,
but still.
it's been so long since I've seen that movie, okay? You gotta forgive me. But, okay, so
But
he
yeah,
was... He was bullied on in school, and yeah, he hated Metro Man. I'm gonna call him Metro Man because I believe that's what it was.
I think it is, now that you said it.
But he wanted to take over the town. And his goal became take over the town, and the only reason he was going to get to Metro Man was because Metro Man was in his way at that point. So
I think he wanted to take the town because the town loved Metro Man and not him.
oh, then okay, yeah, Megamind's an example of a villain, wanting to go after the hero because the hero exists.
And then after a while, it was because of Roxanne. But
Yeah.
And then the whole Titan thing, which that was just a, yeah. But kind of is, kind of isn't, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird discussing that movie.
Let's see, what else is there? Rick and Morty?
There,
Both heroines?
that's a rabbit hole right there.
Oh, because there's a couple episodes where he's kind of both.
I mean, Rick is obviously the hero. He has to be. It's just that sometimes
about
he's
the
an
point
asshole
of-
hero.
Mm,
What about the what?
the episode where there was the other Rick that was hurting all the Mortys in order to keep them in hiding.
That's not our Rick though.
No, but
And also that Rick
yeah.
was fake, so he doesn't count. He was just programmed.
Well, somebody had to. I mean, Morty's not necessarily the person who's in charge of that, but
Yeah, that Morty was. The Morty with the eye patch?
mm.
Yeah, you didn't see him hiding like his remote control?
I thought there was somebody else controlling that Morty too. Or okay.
No,
Well, that would make.
That Morty was a mastermind.
Yeah,
Oh,
and they say that Morty has to be stupid in order for Rick to be super smart. But if Morty is super smart, does that mean Rick just doesn't exist?
no, it means that the Rick is dumb.
Oh, you think that's the one that Jerry likes?
It might be.
Hmm.
But
Oh,
yeah, that's the thing, is the Rick and the
we just
Morty have to have inverse intelligences. So obviously
yeah,
the
I think I
smarter the
the
Rick, the
fantasy.
dumber the Morty.
Hmm.
And in this case, yeah, I mean, it's a robot, so robots don't really have intelligence.
Yeah.
They have programming, but not intelligence. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm listening to different music and I'm changing it every time I gain a level.
Okay.
And dear God, it's about time to change the music. Even though I really love this music. It's the,
You playing
battle...
Final-
Huh?
Is it the Final Fantasy one?
Yes, it is Final Fantasy Tactics, the battle on the bridge. I love it. I love
Oh.
this battle music. And actually, it was supposed to be in our soundtrack for the 5e campaign with the Final Fantasy races.
Yeah, you said it just came in way too low.
Yeah,
I know you way too well to know that was one of the songs you were listening to.
it might also be because everyone knows I love that song.
You have other songs on your soundtrack, I know it.
I know, this one is going to be exploring the great... This one is inside the Great Dooku Tree from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And it's going to be playing as we go to level 50. Shout out to Mega the Gamer, now playing The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky.
I thought he completed that game. Or was
I
that two?
I think that was 2. He might be
Oh, so
moving
he's
on to
playing
the
the
third. He might be moving on to the third one. I don't know. The notification didn't exactly tell me, but why do I keep harassing this Triceratops? I want to get over to my little safety corner and then have them all come over and then kill them. Ah, we're almost level 50. It's so little experience right now. Good thing we only have to do one more level of this, and then... Oh yeah, this was... I think this was registered as super quiet. So let's just turn it up a little bit more. There we go. Not exit out of it! That's not what I wanted to do. There it is. Ah, this is very loud. Let's see how loud it is on OBS. Not very. Despite the fact that it's blasting into my ears. Okay. Man, I wish grinding was this quick for everybody. Even though it's like 20 minutes later than level 47. So what other discussions can we have?
I don't know, I'm still kind of going through my mind of other movies that I've seen about, like, you know, it was actually the hero's fault, but yeah, not too many are coming to mind.
That's because a villain does well, it's very rare that a villain exists because of a hero.
Yeah.
It is, however, very common for a hero to exist because of a villain, and that's because, well, it's much easier to be evil for everybody than it is to be good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking, like, some of the animal ones, like, Cruella de Vil. I mean, she would have gone after any animal to make a fur coat. It didn't have to be Dalmatians.
Exactly, if she wasn't able to get Dalmatians, then she would have just gone after something else.
Yeah.
And not only that, but she probably would have gone after a different, you know, family of Dalmatians.
Yeah.
She did not exist because of the heroes. The heroes just happened to be a goal that she wanted to achieve.
Yeah. Same could probably be said about the Aristocats.
Oh yeah, the butler.
Well, of course, the butler. The butler.
I forgot about that dude. Nice job muting yourself.
Sorry about that. Had a customer.
Of course, but
That's fine. Myself. I think his name's actually Edgar. If I
it
remember
is. It is
correctly.
Edgar. Yeah. Sadly, he is not a cow trapped in a hole. But But
Grandpa,
yeah,
grandpa.
he would have gotten rid of any pet regardless of the cats.
Yeah.
Okay, a villain is not, whether it's real life or in a cartoon, a villain is not exactly born because of a hero existing.
Yeah.
It's like, even we can talk about, what's been going on with the white nationalists. Yes, this is a political thing, political aside, but the white nationalists are kind of, that's their own creation. They're a product of their own creation.
Who
They're
exactly would hero in that though? I mean, they're
what?
really
The hero?
well. Yeah.
The people who have logic and reason and don't resort to violence to, spread messages of hate.
True.
The problem is people are illogical, and especially in this day and age, people are very, very illogical.
Yeah.
And the worst part is they want a lot of anger, and there's a lot of factors that play into it. Mostly they want to belong, despite the fact that, well, it's like Morty said, okay? No one's born for a reason. Everybody dies. And in the end, nothing matters. And I think a fundamental problem with human psyche is the fact that people do want to matter. But the biggest problem of that psyche is they don't pick an appropriate place to matter. Everyone wants to be the grand master, the whole, oh yes, I'm the one that, left the biggest mark in history.
Like all the serial killer stuff.
Yeah. I want to be the guy that leaves the biggest mark in history. But your mark's not gonna last forever. That's the thing. The mark of the villain is not going to last forever. Nothing is. The mark of the hero isn't going to last forever either, but at least the mark of the hero isn't an asshole. It's someone who has furthered and given progress to mankind in some way. Whether it's by donating $1 million to a charity or even $1. That person has progressed mankind in some way. Now, if you are truly a selfless person, your goal isn't to leave your mark. Your goal is not going to be to matter. A truly good person would do it just to do it. Just to not matter, but to be a good person. It's like why I say people who are, religious types who are doing good deeds just to get into heaven, they're not good people. They're like mercenaries, except with a different currency. And my logic is completely flawless in that too, because they're doing it for an award. A truly good person would just do it.
Yep.
They wouldn't care about an award. They wouldn't care about salvation. Oh, also we got Hercule to level 50, so I think it's time to do the Hercule 50 character gate. Whoa, not 13%. What am I doing?